Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adib Haikal bin Abidin. I'm from group ED 2464A.
My name is Muhammad Nabil Hakim bin Sheikh Daud and I am from ED 2464A. Today, I and Adib Haikal will present about the fundamental of throw, which is javelin throw. Let's go.
There are three types of grip. First is American grip, second Finnish grip, and the last one is V grip. The runway of the athlete is from 30 to 36.5 meter length, and the sector or the javelin landing area are approximately 100 meter length. The objective of javelin throw is to throw a spear-like structure that technically called a javelin with their bare hand with a maximum force, so that we land within the prescribed marking area. The games are played in both men and women category. Scoring in javelin. The scoring in javelin throw is when one thrower with the single best distance are considered as a winner. If there is a tie, the second best throw by each two throwers are determined as a winner. There are three referees that measure a throw distance from the point of javelin that is closest to the arch or the throw length. Rules in javelin throw. First, athlete must always hold at the grip of the javelin and always maintaining above the shoulder level. Second, the javelin must lie before the specific zone and its tip should hit the ground. Third, athlete should need to take care of the special marking lines on the runway within which they need to throw. 4. Athlete is strictly prohibited to leave the ground until the javelin lands on the ground. 5. After the throwing has been made, thrower should not turn towards the point direction until its land. 6. If the game has more than X thrower, each thrower will get 3 trials. When there are fewer throwers, each thrower will get 6 trials or throws. And then the top 8 of the competitor get the more 3 throwers each. 7th, athlete cannot use any devices that may assist thrower in the throwing. For example, tapping of the fingers is not allowed unless there is a wound. Foul in javelin throw. First, improper throw of the javelin in attempts. Second, the marking of the lines with any part of the body. Third, player going out of the marking line while throwing. 4. The javelin lies outside the edges of the landing sector. 5. Leave the runway before the javelin has landed. 6. Does not begin the throwing movement within 60 seconds of having his or her name being called. Next, fitness component that involve in javelin throw. The first one is muscular power and muscular strength. Its ability to contract muscle with speed and force in one explosive action, and its ability to use our muscle to apply maximum force to an immovable object. In the execution of the throw, the arm is pulled rapidly forward with maximum strength. The example of the exercise is push-up. Next component is balance, the ability to maintain equilibrium when stationary or moving. After the preparation, the thrower must maintain a balanced equilibrium while running in a sideways stride. The example of exercise is scatter hoop with reach. The last component is speed, the ability to move all or part of the body as quickly as possible. The faster the run up and the quicker the arm can be pulled forward, then further the javelin can be thrown. The example of the exercise is 30-meter run.
For the energy system, Javelin event involves the use of ATP PCR system since this event has been performed in short period of time. So, the ATP PCR system helps to recover the energy used in fast way. After that, anaerobic glycolysis system also used in this event as this event need to repeat the maximum intensity efforts while throwing the javelin. This system covered from 5 to 30 seconds activity movement. Phases in javelin throw. So, there are 4 phases while performing the javelin throw. The first phase is approach run. The athlete tends to take 6 to 10 running steps before making a throwing. The javelin is positioned above the shoulder of dominant hand. This phase requires glenohumeral joint and humeral joint are extended and flexed at an angle equal to 90 degrees. This posture helps athlete to build speed and generate momentum before the throwing. Then the second phase is crossover phase. In this particular phase, the athlete tends to pull and position the javelin behind the body. This movement involves the athlete body aligned to one side and javelin tip is maintained at eye level. This helps to build speed and comfortable position before release position. Lastly, the crossover phase ends with impulse step, where the entire weight of athlete body get concentrated on the back foot, followed by the upper trunk, rotate 90 degrees and prepare to release the javelin in the air. Next, the third phase is release phase. This phase mainly involves the transfer of momentum and full body rotation. The momentum transfer to the upper body, known as whip transfer of energy from hip to shoulder. The optimum angle of release lies between 33 degrees and 39 degrees. The movement of fingers rotation the javelin onto clockwise to induce stability and helps in an appropriate landing. And the last phase is recovery phase. It begins as the javelin leaves the athlete's hand. Mostly, athlete brings his back leg in front to block any further movement that can cause the penalty. The main thing is maintaining the body stability in recovery phase.
Step one in javelin throwing. The most important part of the javelin throwing is the javelin actually. It's important to have the tip in front when you want to throw, not the tail. So this is the tail. There you go with the tip, and then you got the cord. The cord is the part where you grab the javelin, and you don't grab it like a pen or something. You grab it nice and easy, fingers behind the grip so you have a nice pull here. Nice and easy grip like that, and then you're ready to go. And then we hold the javelin. Step two, so we need to accelerate. To make the javelin fly far, we need some speed, so we start to run. We hold the javelin in the normal position, nice and even, nice and straight, everything aligned into throwing direction, and then we just start to run like a normal run. You run into the throw, and then there's this certain point when we come into the crossovers. This is the point where we pull back the javelin. It's an important step. You pull back nice and straight. You see the javelin in a nice angle, not like that, not too high, not too low, nice and even. You have the left arm in front, and then you do the crossovers. So it's important to step with the center of gravity like over your feet. That's really important. One crossover, another crossover, another crossover. So in the step three, we came in from the nice and clean crossovers. We land under accelerating foot. It's actually the same foot of your throwing hand. You come in here, land on the right, and block with the left. That's a really important part. There is where the force comes from, and the block breaks it all down. So you break onto zero. This is giving you a hard impact, and it's important to have a straight knee. So step 4, we are ready to throw. We are in throwing position, and now it's important to turn your elbow up. You turn the elbow in the direction of your ear, your head, and turn the elbow under the javelin. That's something to remember because this is what prevents injuries. If the elbow goes up, there's no problems. You're nicely aligned. The force has come from the hip, accelerate the javelin, and we use the tension to throw really far. So the last part, and really important when it comes to competing, is the white line. Don't step over the line. We need to get all the forces into the ground, and we want to make sure we stand in front of the line, turn back, and the referee sees, okay, no danger to the line.
For the teaching method approach, it consists of 3 phases. First is starting phase. In this phase, students will perform a warm-up together that lead by teacher, as this warm-up is designed specific for javelin throw event. Students will continue stretch together in order to increase their interest. Then, students will do the drills that mimic to the javelin skills that demonstrate first by teacher. During this session, teacher will observe any mistake and doing the correction. Second is peak phase. From this phase, there occur the issue that students start to feel bored because they keep doing the same drills. So, as a teacher, need to have good initiative for solving this problem. The initiative that can do is teacher should improvise the drill to become more interesting or competitive play, and make sure those students do with correct technique. The last phase is ending phase. At this phase, students need to demonstrate the technique that have been learned, and teacher will evaluate the skill towards the basic technique of javelin throw. After that, all students will perform a dynamic and static cooling down that lead by teacher. Lastly, teacher will ask for the feedback to ensure their student have understanding, and teacher also will give overall feedback to the student about the class today. That's all from us. Thank you for watching our presentation video. We hope that all of you can gain some knowledge about the fundamental of javelin throw.